Good evening, Titan Nation. How is everybody? Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to another edition of Down to the T. I'm your man, Chris, aka Blue Force. Hopefully, everybody can hear me pretty good. And we're going to have a really good show for you on this morning. Definitely go ahead and make sure y'all do share this show out on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Definitely make sure y'all share this show out, and we'll definitely get this thing started. Yeah, we're just making sure that the microphone and everything is all good. And we're definitely gonna have a good time here on this show. So everybody come on in and we are gonna have a very, very good time. And we're gonna talk some football as this is a new show that we're putting out, basically talking about sports in the state of Tennessee. I'm definitely trying to expand the channel a bit, not just talk about the Tennessee Titans, but also talking, more about what's going on around the rest of the league of the NFL, but also learning about college football as well, because I know a lot of you are also college football fans, and I know a lot of you are either getting ready to go to games or getting ready to watch a bunch of games on TV, and that's what this show is definitely all about. Again, make sure y'all share this show out, whether you could join me on Facebook at TNT Enforcers, on Twitter at TNT Blue Enforcer, and also on Instagram at Titans_in_truth. And that's where you can also catch me there as well. And in that way you could be a part of the show also, as we talk a lot of college football. And so what we want to do is also make sure you download on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts from. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. I'm trying out a new microphone just to make sure that everything goes well with that. So let me know what you think. Let me know if the sound is good or if the sound is not good. Let me know that as well. And for everybody, you can go ahead and smash that like button. Go ahead and give me a like. And also, if you're new to the channel, whether you're a Tennessee Titans fan or NFL fan, or whether you're a fan of the Memphis Tigers, the Tennessee Volunteers, the Vandy, MTSU, or any college team in the area, Arkansas, Ole Miss, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. I'm trying to grow and expand into bigger areas. And I know Vol Nation is huge. I know they're not really too happy after what happened last week and everything. And I know the Tigers, a lot of fans are probably heading to St. Louis right now. I wish I was going as well to go see the Tigers play the Missouri Tigers, which I will definitely make sure I'm paying attention later on tonight. So that's definitely right there. So definitely go ahead and make sure y'all subscribe to the channels. But once again, we got college football action going on, and we're going to start definitely right here at home and talk about this Tiger team as the Memphis Tigers are undefeated on the season at 3-0, are heading up to St. Louis, Missouri to take on the take on the Tigers from the University of Missouri. And I know this game is going to be a very interesting game on a lot of fronts because if the Memphis Tigers can win this game, if they can find a way to win this game and get to 4-0, this will be a huge victory. I mean, the way that they won last week against Navy was very impressive, and that was on national TV in front of a national audience. The Memphis Tigers trying to, definitely trying to get into a bigger conference. They're trying to prove they can be in a bigger conference and can do well in a bigger conference, whether it be in football, basketball, or wherever, because the Memphis Tigers have a lot to offer. They have a big-time college basketball team, with Penny Hardaway as the head coach, a football team that a couple of years ago was playing in the Cotton Bowl against Penn State, which I was there and I thoroughly enjoyed myself, even though the Tigers did not win. They played a heck of a game up there. But they're trying to prove they can be in a bigger conference, like the ACC. We don't know what's going to happen with the Pac-12 now that it's, after I believe this year it's only going to be down to 2 teams. The Big 12 has denied us not once, but maybe twice have they denied us. And the SEC, I don't think they're not going to let us in either. So, it might be the revitalized Pac-12 maybe, or the Big 12. Maybe even the ACC could be a possibility. But, it seems like the Memphis Tigers have to always prove themselves, and they're the bridesmaid and not the bride. But this game against Missouri could definitely be an eye-opener if they are to win this game. And not only that, because Missouri just pulled off an upset last week of then number 15 ranked Kansas State at home off of a 61-yard field goal that went good. Missouri, of course, winning that football game. And so the Tigers have a chance to basically ruin that moment and take that momentum away. This could be a letdown game for Missouri. They could be riding so high off of that victory over Kansas State, and, they could be easily overlooking, they could overlook Memphis a little bit, even though Memphis is undefeated. They could be overlooking Memphis thinking, well, we go to Vanderbilt next week and LSU and start our SEC play, that they could completely overlook this game and Memphis might have a chance. I think Memphis does have a chance, and one of the best ways they can do that is they're gonna have to be able one, to run the football and definitely keep that high power offense off the field. And then also they're gonna have to be able to make some stops. I think they made necessary stops when they needed to, but they had some issues. They had some trouble against Navy, especially. And I mean, Navy is not your conventional type of offense. They are wing T. That is what they do. They run option, and so that type of offense gives gives the Vols fits. I mean, gives the Tigers fits, and that is something that is very tough for for Memphis to deal with, and that is a way that they have to they're gonna have to figure out a way not only to score points, but to stop the other team from scoring too. And that's something that's gonna have to be very, very important if they're gonna have any chance of winning this game and taking this upset back home. Bringing this upset back home to Memphis. They're gonna have to play very, very sound football. They're gonna have to they got to play well. They got to play extremely well on both sides of the ball, and they're gonna definitely have to, they're gonna have to bring their A game. And if they do that, then they actually have a legit chance in this game to win this game. And I really do think that I really do think that the Memphis Tigers have a good chance to win this game. They're only 6-point dogs in this game, and I do like Memphis's chances here, but they are going to have to be able um they're going to have to be able to play discipline. They're going to have to play sound, and they can't make a whole bunch of mistakes, because if you make mistakes against this type of team, they're going to get you. They're going to get you. And you don't want that at all. You don't want um you don't want to be in a situation where you fall behind 2 or 3 scores having to fight back. That's not what you want. So the Memphis Tigers are going to have to find a way. Number one, Seth Hennigan cannot turn the ball over, and Watson cannot fumble the football either. I mean, a very, very impressive showing by him in the victory against Navy. And, they're one of the had a brief malfunction. Definitely had a brief malfunction there. Definitely apologize. I had to get my microphone back working. I'm trying, like I said, trying a new microphone. Definitely trying to work that out. So yeah, forgive me on that. And just trying to make sure we have everything working properly. So yeah, we're definitely just trying to yeah, definitely just trying to make sure that my microphone is good. We have some issues. I'm just having a little bit of an issue right now, um, and everything. So I definitely apologize for this but it's inconvenience. Definitely just trying to make sure we get everything set up correctly, so that way everything comes to you just fine and correct and everything. But yes, this is it's a pretty important game, and so I think the Memphis Tigers can get the job done. I think they can win, and it's gonna be fun. That much is interesting. But yeah, definitely just trying to make sure we get everything together here with the audio. And I always hate it when something like this goes down, um, as the show is happening, because it just makes me look bad and make it seem like I have no idea what I'm doing. But yes, this is but this is definitely a good weekend of football that we're gonna have, and we're gonna definitely keep that going. And so now, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm just trying to make sure everything with the microphone is okay, because you know I know sometimes microphones just act funny and don't want to um don't want to cooperate at all, and that really can mess things up. That could just really mess up everything that you're trying to do. And and everything. So I definitely apologize for this inconvenience, everybody. But we're gonna keep things going and talk about another game that is pretty major, and we'll get to the main one in a bit. Is Tennessee at home against UTSA, which is Texas San Antonio, and this team is they're reeling right now. They're reeling because they got their butts kicked by the Florida Gators, and it wasn't even funny the way that Florida did basically whatever they wanted. And you know, and this was just something that, I mean, it was a butt whooping. It was a absolute butt whooping that Florida gave, and the score wasn't even close. Was not close at all. Tennessee is going to be a team that you know they're going to compete. You know that they're going to be, they're going to want to silence the doubters after this game. But the problem is there is some real trouble. And the Vols don't look that good. They do not look good at all in a lot of people's eyes. And there are some that just think it's over for the Vols, that they have absolutely no chance whatsoever to get back in this game and get back in this season. So they're going to have to figure out, what can they do to silence the doubters. And I don't think there's really much anything they can really do, because that was a bad loss for them. Florida was not that good of a football team, and Florida ran all over them. They did not play well on either side of the ball, and Joe Milton did not look like a quarterback that has a future in the NFL. Just doesn't. Didn't look too good at all, and they're going to have to fix it. This could be a game where they could take their frustrations out on the road runners of Texas San Antonio, before they get into the heat of their SEC schedule, before they get into Alabama and Georgia and all those teams that they're going to have to deal with, in the SEC. And, Tennessee, I don't know if they're going to be able to regroup from this game. I mean, they get South Carolina after this one, and then, they're going into the meat of their schedule, which October is never fun for Tennessee, because, they got to eventually go to Alabama, to Kentucky, to Missouri. They eventually host the number one team in the nation in Georgia. So Tennessee is about to have a murderer's row at some point. And that victory against Florida would have really helped them if they were able to get the job done. But unfortunately, they were not. And so now they're going to have to, find a way to regroup. And it's going to be easier said than done for them to do that. I think they're going to roll on Texas San Antonio, but that loss to Florida was pretty bad. It was really, really, really bad. Next up, another game. MTSU has their homecoming. So happy homecoming to MTSU. They're going to get ready to battle with Colorado State, who, they had Colorado beat. They had a chance to beat Colorado and was not able to finish the job against Coach Prime and the Buffaloes. And now they're going to be coming in wanting to right their wrongs. And MTSU needs to get a win, their first win of the year, on their homecoming down at Floyd Stadium. So I'm not sure exactly how this game is going to go. Colorado State definitely played well against Colorado. And that game is going to be very, very interesting to see how that all plays out. And then last but not least, Vanderbilt hosting Kentucky as well. And that's going to be, a tough game, because, Vanderbilt started off nice, and then they started to struggle, and Kentucky is undefeated on the year. So, Vandy has their work cut out for them too. They're about to kick off in a few minutes. I like Kentucky right here in this situation. I think Kentucky, they take this one. And that would be, something for them. Kentucky's just trying to prove they can compete in the SEC East. Maybe, and definitely not able to overtake Georgia, but show that they can compete nevertheless. And then, of course, on the NFL side in the state of Tennessee, Also with UT, I forgot to mention Rick Barnes got a contract extension. So Rick Barnes, has gotten paid, gets another couple of years, which I know a lot of people don't understand why. Don't understand why, but that's going to remain to be seen as far as what that's going to mean for Rick Barnes going forward and for this Tennessee Vols team, because they probably had a chance to go anew, and they just decided to stick with old Rick Barnes because he gets them to the tournament. So that's going to be something that plays a factor with the Tennessee basketball team, and we'll definitely talk more about them as the basketball season gets closer. But last but not least, let me see. But I think, we did discuss all the games a little bit. But last but not least, here in the state of Tennessee, you got a game that I've talked a lot about in the NFL, and that's Titans-Browns kicking off tomorrow at noon. Looks like D-Hop will be playing tomorrow. And we're getting Amani Hooker and Christian Fulton back for this game. Definitely going to talk more about, I've already talked a lot about this game on TNT tonight, Wednesday. And of course, the live stream will happen tomorrow as well. So definitely tune in for that, and definitely have some fun when it comes to all of that. And I look forward to it. And hopefully y'all will come and join me as well as we have the live stream as we watch Titans-Browns go at it from Cleveland, Ohio. And so I definitely look forward to that. I will give y'all my pick tomorrow morning. If you haven't already seen the show on Wednesday, right before kickoff, we'll talk a little bit about that. I'm going to go live about 11:45 before that game tips off. But everybody, that is just about do it for Down to the T for this. I know the Predators began their training camp for hockey as the hockey season is getting closer to dropping the puck in October. So that's definitely going to be interesting as well. I know basketball, Grizzlies training camp is going to be coming up very soon as well. As they get ready for the NBA season also. But everybody, again, make sure y'all share this show out. Apologize for the technical difficulties earlier. I'm definitely going to be working on that. And make sure y'all stay tuned. If you're NFL fans, come join me for the Truth League Report as I make my picks for tomorrow's games. I have my fave five that we're going to talk about in detail, and also have some other games. I'll show you all the picks from all the other games as well. But thank y'all for watching the show. I am Blue Enforcer, aka The Truth, and everybody have a very good rest of your Saturday. Happy college football day.